myself into the habit of creating art as a daily goal, and it was so fulfilling. I would get out of the bed, go straight to work, and by the end of the day, I felt so proud of myself. I thought today would be the same thing. I woke up, but it was kind of hard to get out of the bed. But anyways, after I just washed my face, I sat down with my pen, ready to draw, but my hand for some reason wouldn't move. I kept thinking like, come on, just draw, it's simple. But my hand felt like it was weighted down by all my doubts and fears. My mind just started racing with questions. Why can't I fucking come up with good ideas right now? What if I'm just fucking lazy? Why can't I just sit down and work like everyone else? What if I'm just not as talented as I thought? Am I on a right path? Then I checked my phone and saw so many talented people creating amazing things. I questioned myself, why is everyone else so much more creative than I am? And how are they able to create so much? Seeing that incredible work of others only deepened my frustrations and self-doubt. I felt like an imposter struggling to create while everyone else seems to get everything right. In that moment, I lost the battle. My phone got the best of me, and I went to bed feeling lost and dry, like I lost the purpose I thought I had. And the thing that I just spoke about happened around 1 year ago. Through that period, I learned 7 important lessons that I'm going to share with you in this video. So, who am I and why should you listen to me? I'm Tiagmino, and I'm here to share with you the knowledge that took me over a year to learn, with the purpose of helping us grow together as artists. So if you've ever felt this way, you're not alone. Do the micro, but focus on macro. When I was younger, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. I liked drawing and creating, but it was hard to be consistent at it. It would happen randomly when I get motivated, but other than that, it felt impossible to create. Until school assigned for me the things that I need to do, and that is, you get up every day, do the needed work, and then you go home. So we would have projects that would last around 3 to 6 weeks, and that is our biggest long-term goal. But we can't look further up in the future, or at least nobody wanted to go out of their way to think about it. And I mean, I understand that. Like, why does it matter actually? We already know the end. It's the end of high school, so nobody was willing to think about the future past that. They were too scared to even dream about it, let alone dream big. And so there was I, same as them, for years, until I learned from some guy on YouTube. Not from school, on YouTube, about goal setting. And so I was inspired and I created it. Amazing. I'm be so different than them. I'm achieve my huge goals. And then a few days later, I fully forgot about it. Then months later, I came across the similar video. I do the same thing, but this time I bet less than around 30% more. And well, I forgot about it again. And the cycle kept spinning around until I kind of got used to it. And now I got to the point where I'm monthly or sometimes twice a month, I recreate my big goals so that I always feel inspired and motivated, because every time you feel like need building is because your soul changed a little bit. And so by redoing it, you're listening to what your spirit wants and desires, and you just give it that to strive for. And the big thing that I found out is goal must be reasonably unreasonable. If you get scared of that goal, but still it inspires you to push hard for it, then great job, I think you found a perfect goal. But remember, time will come where you feel no more drive for it. And when that happens, you just do the same thing again that helped you get to those goals. And so that is called macro. That means that you should create a big goal that you want to achieve, but it seems reasonably unreasonable to achieve. And that is why you have to reverse engineer every step until there. And what is required to be done every day to get you closer to that goal? Just find what that is and do it. You just have to do it each and every day until you succeed. And that's the hard part of it. I mean, at least that's what helped me. Something is better than nothing. I love drawing, but last year I wasn't drawing nothing apart the thing that I did in school, and then that day came. Finally I sat down with my sketchbook and I started drawing. Usually when that happens, everything goes with the flow. I draw for a few hours and it ends up being some kind of meditation, bro. I just chill around and my soul feels fulfilled with it. But sometimes, no matter how much time you put in, no matter how much you try hard, in the end you just hate what you create. Then because of that, my brain brain started racing with negative thoughts. What the fuck is that? It doesn't look dynamic. What is that composition? Change that. Come on, I thought you were better than this. Those lines are not even smooth. I was pissed off and I crossed the entire page, then tore it, then crumbled it, and then tossed it away. After that happened, I couldn't get myself to sit down for a year straight until I realized my purpose, and it was to create videos. So I thought I must find a way to work that out. There is no other way. And so I sat down, thought a little bit, and realized if I wouldn't be creator, then that means that I constantly have to create. And I kind of already know that I'm bad at video creation, so then why stress about it? And so then I allowed myself to create bad art without the shame, with keeping in mind that to improve I need to create as much as possible, and to let good art out I first need to let bad ones out. So this may help. Bad art is better than no art. Maybe you have to put out 99 of bad arts to be able to create 100 pieces which turns out masterfully. It's about how many reps have you put in to be worthy of masterpiece. Take a walk. This was very interesting because while I was writing the script for this whole video, I felt the same mental block that I'm speaking about right now. I felt too pressured to create anything, and then I looked at the list of the things that I want to speak about because I had to choose which bullet point I wanted to work on next, and then saw take a walk. So I thought, I guess I should listen to my own advice. I took everything that I needed, which was the phone, and took a picture of the list of the things that I want to talk about, which was written on the paper, and went on a walk and just let my brain loose. I had around 2 hours free until school, so then if I wanted to write, I could, and if I didn't feel like it, I didn't have to. But I know myself enough that even if I don't write anything down, I know that my brain won't stop thinking about things that it wants to say. It kind of works for me like shower thoughts. So maybe shower works better for you, but for me, walking and the fresh air around me, just let my brain chill a little and figure stuff out. And as a proof that that works, 80% of this video was written on a fresh air. Even this that I'm saying right now. Nice. Create a habit tracker. Around 3 months ago I came across some small YouTuber and he had some kind of French crop or something like that. But anyways, he was a self-improvement YouTuber. He was talking about the importance of goal setting, and he has shown his list of habits, how to do them correctly and how much it actually helps. So I realized I got to make my own, and he said that it doesn't have to be perfect, or rather I realized it cannot be perfect because you don't know what to base that perfect on. The way I like to do it is I just start a month with a goal. I know that right now I can achieve around 20 to 30% as motivation to keep improving, and that I know that if I work enough at the end of the month I will be able to get around 60 to 80%, and after the month ends just create a new one that you can do 20 to 30% again. And of course the goals that you set should be aligned with the things that you want to improve in. I mean, kind of obvious, but just in case if you get confused, bro. So as a showcase I set goals around work, socializing, exercise, sleep, schedule and learning. And if you know some better ones, I'd like to hear them in the comments, and who knows, I'll probably implement them. Remove negatives and you just did 50% of the work. I'm constantly improving my life overall, so everything that I do improves constantly and exponentially. And in the next 6 months, who knows how many times I'll be better than I was the last 6 from now. With that said, the struggle that I'm speaking about happened around 4 months ago. I worked on some project of mine, and that project was so interesting and inspiring to me. I would work at it, I would love working, I would enjoy the time spent. It would be hard, and after I finish it, I would be proud of it. Then it would be time for eating. I would make some big ass meal. I'm talking like 600 grams to 800, usually of oatmeals in yogurt with nuts and fruits, and it tastes amazing, but it just wipes me out. And I would take that in my room and then lay down with it, turn on the TV and watch some things that I was interested in the moment. At that period there were 2 things that I was binge watching: the tiny figure sculpting videos and the graffiti videos. And and I still love those things till this day. But anyways, right after I finished the work, I couldn't wait to watch those videos. I couldn't wait. And after I ate that much, only thing that I felt like doing is not moving out of the bed, watching, then falling asleep for a few hours. Then after I wake up, go back upstairs to eat again. But it's not as fun eating without TV. So then I go back downstairs to bed, eat, and spend few more hours watching. And after that comes the time for training. But it feels like I already wasted the whole day and I don't feel like going to the training. And so either I just skip the training and call it a day, or just get so sick of myself and force myself to go to the training. After training, I would feel amazing, of course. But what bothered me is that the thing that happened before that felt like it didn't happen. And so training would be kind of there to get rid of that feeling of guilt. And because of that, cycle repeated for a month straight, until I get sick of myself so much that I fully forbid myself from watching TV. The only thing that I allowed myself is if I want to sit on the same bed that I watch TV from, I could. The thing is, I just cannot turn on the TV. I could only read a book or take some quick nap or something if I needed it. But apart from that, nothing. I still haven't developed a habit of reading the book. So that's kind of a proof of concept that it broke habit very well, because I'm not laying around for anything on the bed. But I think those restrictions helped me, because even though I didn't develop reading habit, I've got rid of that TV habit, which saved me 4 to 8 hours each day. Plus, mental capabilities improved because I wasn't numbing myself with entertaining content, and that's when the amount of quality of work enhanced and the amount of art blocks significantly decreased. Make that first line. Have you ever sat down, bro, with a purpose to draw, then made 1 or 2 strokes and then completely stopped working? I can tell you that never happened to me. I would sit down, make few strokes that felt right in the moment, and then from that point on everything else comes out of that. And so, because I create with markers, I cannot erase it. You can if you use a pen. So then when you sit down and look at that blank page, just ruin it with stroke or 2. It'll probably add some ideas to you, and if not, just add more lines that you are happy with. And if that doesn't help, then erase everything and try again. Eventually it will work. Eventually you'll get so bored of drawing those lines that you'll want to create something that would be interesting. You just have to sit and not allow yourself to get out of that zone. So that leads us to the next thing, which is make it harder not to do it than to do it. Bro, before I started doing this, every piece of art that I would create it when I felt like it. But after I started doing this, I felt that positive pressure and created more art, and even faster than before. I lost social media, and lifetime of everything there is so short, and I love using it and creating something others can enjoy and maybe learn something from. So I started streaming on Twitch and also recording videos when I'm not able to stream. And because everything there needs to be fast, you must as well. And when you know somebody might be watching, you'll do your best not to waste his time, or else he'll leave. And by doing that, you teach yourself how to make it better and faster. And if you wanna be relevant, you're gonna be by being there constantly. So you learn the way better, faster, and you create more. And this helped me so much to be able to get into that space and keep creating constantly and again and again and again and again until I die. And check out where it led me now to creating this video. That also leads us to the end of this video, bro. Keep creating, and this video that pops up next, this video that pops up, this video that pops up,